Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow.
Hey guys, it's Rachel. So today I am doing a crash test, sort of Fenty Beauty. So I am so excited. I basically went out and bought a ton of stuff from the new Fenty Beauty line. I'm a big Rihanna fan, and so I just figured, why not? Why not? Why not? So I'm going to show you guys what I got and just put it on. I have tried the products already, so it's not really a first impressions, but I've only tried them once. I did this video on my other channel. I also have a French channel. Anywho, let's get started. I'm going to show you guys the products on me. And actually, I just had this crazy breakout. I have no idea why. That is a whole nother story. But we're going to see how well we can cover my imperfections with this line. So I'm going to start by pinning my hair back. These fun little pins that I got on Amazon that are supposed to keep your hair, you know, like not mess up your hair. So let's go ahead and get started. All I have on right now is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer. I don't have any makeup on. So we're going to start with the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Primer. So I love all the packaging of these products. So the foundations are really like heavy, which I like. It's like nice glass presentation. So I have the primer and, okay, I did not break it that much. Holy crap. Only a little bit. I broke it a little bit. Sorry about that. So I have two foundations. I bought two because I wasn't 100% sure which shade I was in, and I bought online, and the 150 actually suits me better, but we'll get into the foundation after the primer. So go ahead and put on the primer. The texture is a lot different than a lot of primers I've used. I feel like a lot of primers are really heavy on the silicone and almost feel like plasticky. And then some primers are really watery. I mean, there's just such a range. And this one honestly feels more like putting on a moisturizer. It really feels hydrating. It smells really good. I haven't noticed a huge change the last time I wore this that it really held the makeup any better, but I wear primer every day, so to me, it was about the same. That is the primer. And to me, the whole collection seems to be very mattifying. Everything is called matte, and I find the products to be really mattifying. So if you have oily skin, I highly recommend this line because it's clearly made for more oily skin. I'm kind of combination, so I find it to be good. So like I said, I bought two foundations. I have 120 and 150. So I'm going to swatch them so you guys can see these two shades. 150 is a much better shade for me. And what I found to be sort of bizarre is that these are the exact same foundation, but for whatever reason, the 120 is a lot more liquid. You can just see it's like dripping down my hand, whereas the 150 is staying where it is. I have no idea why, but just a comment, I guess. So this is the 120 and this is the 150. So you can see the 120 is a little bit light. I'm going to keep it because I do have some color on my skin now since it's only the middle of September, but I find the 150 to be the perfect shade for my skin as it is now. So one of the things I was really impressed with and I wasn't really expecting was that I love this brush, the 110 foundation brush. First of all, it's really cute. I love the pointed brushes. All the Kat Von D ones are like that, and to me I just think that's really cute. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a Kat Von D brush like this one. The Kat Von D is obviously a lot more pointy, but I like this kind of shape on the brush, and then, you know, it's like this perfect pale pink. But what I really like about this foundation brush, the first time I used it was, I'm a beauty blender girl, like every day, only beauty blender. But this is the first brush I've actually really enjoyed using to apply foundation. So I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see how it covers the problem area, certainly. I feel like I put a little too much on, but you know what? We're gonna blend it all in. So I have the foundation on, and what I'm actually finding is my skin is quite dry right now because I've been using some anti-acne products, and I feel like it's separating a little bit right there, which of course is not ideal. But overall, I do like the foundation. It's not my favorite foundation. I always wear the Smashbox Cosmetics Studio Skin Foundation, which I really like, and I use it every day. So trying a new foundation is always a little, I wouldn't say scary, but you know, it's a new experience. This shade 150 actually is a tad light for my skin right now, even. But you can see, I feel like I might have put on a little much, and it's also kind of caking up a little bit. But overall, it's funny, I liked it so much the first time I tried it, but now that I have a little bit of acne, I feel like I put on too much and it's caking a little, but so is life. Anywho, we're gonna move on to the Invisimatte blotting powder. So this is a nice little compact for anyone who has really oily skin. So it has a little sponge. I'm not gonna put on very much because I find that the finish is already really matte and my skin is a little bit on the dry side. So I'm just gonna put it in the T-zone. But again, if you guys have oily skin, this could be really good for you. You know, I said I was gonna only put it in the T-zone, but I do want to just put a little powder to kind of lock in the foundation. So for me, there's no concealer that's part of this collection. So I'm gonna put on a little concealer under my eyes because I just feel like I need it. I use the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in 2.5 Creme Brulee. So I'm just gonna pop that on really quick. And a little bit on this big honker. Ta-da! So I just like to have a little concealer to brighten up the eyes a bit. So now I'm gonna show you guys the Matchsticks Trio. So here's the packaging. I like them because they're magnetic, which I think is really clever. So it's 3 different shades. So again, it's the Matchstick Trio in light. So I have Amber, Starstruck, and Linen. So I'm going to show you guys how I apply them. And I use the 120 brush to highlight with the highlighter. Well, you'll see. And I blend with my little beauty blender. So first is Amber. I'll swatch them quickly for you guys. That is Amber, that is Linen, and then Starstruck is a highlight. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with Linen for some highlighting. It's not much lighter than my skin, so it's not showing up that well, but you guys can see, hopefully a little bit, that it's providing some highlight. So then I am gonna go in with the Starstruck, just really on the cheekbones and the nose, top of the cheekbones, I mean. So I also bought 3 of the highlighting compacts. Now that, I guess you could call them, what are they called exactly? Freestyle highlighter, yeah, Killawatt Freestyle highlighter. So some are single shades and some are duos, like these 2. So I'm gonna swatch them all for you guys. The first is Metal Moon. Honestly, I was not crazy impressed with the payoff on the Metal Moon. I was expecting just like this fabulous highlight, and it's really kind of powdery. It's not super intense, creamy, pigmented product. The other ones I find are actually a little bit more pigmented. This is the Lightning Dust Fire Crystal Duo. I feel like it's really hard to see, and I'm very sorry. And then the last one I got was the duo Girl Next Door and CHIC FEREAK. Sorry, I did not show you these ones. Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the highlight brush to put on a little bit of the Metal Moon, so you guys can see. I do like that the highlight brush really gives a good amount of product onto the skin. You can see I am getting a good highlight there. A little bit on the nose. And then I actually am going to apply the Killawatt Freestyle Highlight Duo in Girl Next Door and Freak Chic to my lids. I find it to be really pretty. It's obviously a multitasking product, and I think for me to have it as a highlight wouldn't do much because it's kind of reddish, but on the lids I find it to be really pretty. And if you pack it on with the eyeshadow brush, you can get a really good amount of product, but you do kind of have to go in there and really get it on the brush. So that one's the Chic Freak, and then I'm going to take the Girl Next Door and add a little bit of that in the inner corners. It's a little lighter. And a bit under the brow bone. Honestly, I think this is my favorite thing from the collection at the moment because I think that this makes such a pretty eyeshadow. And it's that really gorgeous rose gold. So last I'm going to put on the Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. It's supposed to be a universal lip gloss, and this is the only lip product in the line, so let's do it. I'm not personally a big gloss person, but this one is very pretty. It does make the lips look bigger. I think it's really pretty color. Reminds me of the NARS Orgasm Gloss. It's kind of that same peachy pink with some nice gold flecks. So I decided after finishing what I've done that I always like to wear blush. It's just like, for me, it's so weird to see myself without blush. So I'm actually going to put on the same thing I put on my eyes because it says it's multitasking, so let's friggin' multitask. All right, I'm feeling this. Okay, I'm into it. So overall, I really like the collection. For me, the standouts are the foundation, for sure, especially for those of you who are looking for high coverage for oily skin. I think it's a really good foundation, and there's like 40 shades, so they're really inclusive of all skin types. They have everything from the lightest light to the darkest dark. So it's very inclusive in that way. And I also really like the duos on the highlighters. These two are both great. And I like that because they're duos, to me it just feels like easy to multitask. You can use them as blush, you can use them as eyeshadow, of course you can use them as highlight. They're shimmery, they don't have the payoff they don't have the most amazing payoff of any highlighter I've ever used, but I mean, as you can see, I'm glowing. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow.